Okay, I'm in the studio today. Today's a mixed day. It's starting with a vodcast, then I got a bunch of work to do, a meeting, and then I'm gonna go take some photos. It's the end of the year. I've kind of finished all my official shoots for the year. I'm hoping to wind down for Christmas. If you don't know, I record a podcast with my friend Mark. We do it in like small batches of like 11. I have no idea why. I've done 2 series already. It's video based and audio based. You can check it out on Instagram. It's called the MD Vodcast. Mark and Dylan, MD Vod. Anyway, so I've got a few bits and pieces to do. Set that up. It's kind of over there in the corner. That's my desk. It's normally slammed against that wall, so I have to move that desk forward, set up a couple of lights, and rig the podcast setup up. It's freezing, by the way, hence why the neck tube thing. You want to know something completely ridiculous? The counterweight for this softbox, right? It's a bag you're supposed to buy stones for. You're supposed to put stones in it or sand. It's a sandbag. I have the bag. I've never bought sand. I've always been like, I'll get it next time. Do you know what counterweights it? A bag of sugar. The bag of sugar that I use in the office for actually making tea with. Totally forgot about it. It's like the sandbag in a kit bag that I take to a shoot because I needed to counterweight the softbox. And then when I pulled it out, the sugar was everywhere. It's ridiculous. I was like, right, forgot about that. Must get actual sand for the sandbag. We normally run one soft box at the top and then one panel light just to sort of fill in some of the dark bits on the other side of our face. I tend to buy shit lights basically, so they all kind of half-ass the job. So one of these days I'm just gonna go and buy an Aputure 120D and just be done with it all and have one good light that does the job. It's this nonsense every time. It's ridiculous. People say all the time, buy cheap, buy twice, but at the beginning, when you haven't got funds and you haven't got money, what you need to buy, you need to be particular about what you buy. So I put good money into my cameras and a couple of good lenses, and then all the other bits and pieces I just bought cheap stuff just to do me. And now I'm learning, okay, now I know what I need and how to use it. Kinda. And that's on. That's enough light. Normally shoot the whole video just on one camera, which is the Sony a6300, but I'm going to shoot this one on a A7 III for a change, just for a laugh. With just a kit lens, 24-70 f3.5 kit lens, yeah? It's no need for anything fancier, to be honest, for what we're doing. This can come off. So this is a Christmas special. I need to take hats go on ahead, lights need to go up in the background. Yeah, we've got it to some sort of position that it's ready to rock. Look, looks good. And for a sponsor of the podcast, kind of. It's his brother. He give us some coffee. There you go. That's the coffee. Christmas lights. Well, that light, need a microphone. You don't need to rig up the really expensive podcast mics with the anyway. Okay, podcast recorded, everything's back to normal. It's a bit of a pain in the ass having to adjust the office, but I am really happy with how the podcast looks when it's shot there, so I prefer to just shoot it there. So I'm just gonna get some lunch, edit some photos. There it is there. That. Right there. So the last time I was here, I was shooting photos with a light, a 200-pound Litra light. I put it into this mailbox there, right? And then asked Mark to hold the thing down so I could take a photo. And as I walked off, he let go of it. And the 200-pound light went into that's where it is. It was in there, gone. I had to go to the post office like the next day and say, I'm an idiot. I popped a light in your post box. Can I have it back? It's lost, it's gone, forever. Daniel and I came out to take some photos, some city photos. Forgot it was Christmas market, walked about the crowds, got a bratwurst, and now we've quit. This is ridiculous. I took the rabbit ear around the other tunnel. Tunnel? Well, I tied my shoelaces wrong, and they always come undone, and everyone's always giving me advice. You go around the other way, go the bow through the hole, take the rabbit over the hill. What's that rhyme?
Toad in the hole? is worth 3 in the hand.
Yeah, something like that.
That was the Christmas episode of the podcast that we recorded. All came together pretty well. That's our podcast. We call it the MD Vodcast. And what we do is we record all the audio in Adobe Audition, fix up the tracks a bit, export it out, sync it all up in Final Cut, and then we just bounce out one lot. It's only about an hour long each episode. And the podcast is really fun because it's really different from everything else we do. When we started, we felt like we wanted it to be really serious and about content creation. We just didn't enjoy doing it. So like the first season was really vanilla. It was okay. We learned a bit about it. We were sort of finding our feet, finding what the hell worked, what didn't work. And then in season 2, we decided to change the whole concept up. And we just decided to keep it casual, kick back and have a laugh. So it's just myself and Mark who are friends, that we've just become friends through Instagram, and we just talk about our week or our month, and we tell stories and we share experiences, and it's all supposed to be a bit of a laugh. And it's nice because there's no real agenda. It's creating short form content for things like Instagram, trying to create videos for YouTube, mixed in with all of my client work, from commercial photo shoots to event coverage to promo videos and digital social media campaigns, and a lot of stuff with quite a wide array of clients. And it's all really focused and driven. We just hit record and we just sort of talk about whatever the hell we like. Minimal editing or vetting of anything. It's just, I really enjoy doing it. I think we get a bit of a kick out of it. It's something very different. So if you're into podcasts and you want to have a listen, you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor FM, SoundCloud, I think, a bunch of different ones. Or if you want to watch the whole thing, it's normally around an hour long. We stick them on YouTube and our other page, the MD Vodcast. You can follow us on social media and on Instagram as well, because we do like small, shorter versions of that called Walk and Talk, where we just do like a solid 10-minute unedited. A lot of what we want to do is just honest conversation. That's kind of what it is. It's supposed to be a bit of a laugh. It's real tongue-in-cheek. And it's just something different. So if you want to check that out, the links are all below. Go and have a look, follow the pages, or don't, you know? Maybe you're not into podcasts. Some people aren't. Anyway, that's me. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you later.
Should we do season 3? And Mark went, yeah,
Let's
why not?
give it a go.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, Dylan's mum.
Finish that sentence, because that doesn't sound right at all. Wade birth, right? I was thinking of your missus. Wade birth, all right? That meant I was going for birth. Baby joke, not birth size. Shout out to Lindsay. Can I come and have a pizza? Are we surprised at that? Andy wakes his kids up at 7:30 against their will. It's fucking Christmas, get up, you bastards. Drags him down. I'll break knuckles unless she's open these presents. No! Just throw some friggin' coffee at them.
He's got the camera. Would you fucking smile?
Smile! You'll enjoy it. You'll look back and remember it was good.
Eat the oranges first. If it's in your stocking, you're eating it.